All right, NostalgiaCon, how are we doing today? My God, thank God I'm not wearing my glasses. This is amazing. Are we here for the Teen Wolf panel? Some of you might have missed that one. You have your head down, so I'm gonna ask again. Are we here for the Teen Wolf panel? I like you. You always stand up. You're good people. All right, so I want you, before we begin, I want you to give it up for my lovely assistant, Lillian. Thank you all so much. All right, give a big, roaring welcome for the cast of Teen Wolf.
What the fuck is up,
What's up, guys?
Hi, y'all.
Wow. Seriously, one more time for the cast of Teen Wolf. Come on. Wow. All right. As you know, this is a very massive panel, so thank you all so much for being here. And also, thank you guys for seriously being here. You guys are amazing, so thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up, y'all?
How are you guys doing? You guys doing good?
Welcome to Anaheim.
Awesome. All right, so we're gonna begin right away, okay? One of the reasons Teen Wolf resonated so strongly with audience wasn't just the supernatural elements. It was the relationships. At its core, it was a story about friendship, loyalty, family, identity, and finding where you belong. Just literally what we all deal with in life, just, you know, not werewolves, but yeah. Years after the finale, fans are still connect with these characters on a deeply personal level. Why do you think Teen Wolf continues to resonate with audiences today, and what do you think fans saw in these characters that made them feel so connected?
T-Pose?
Me?
Well, Teen Wolf is on Netflix now, so that's a new way for people to find us.
Yeah,
Nice plug, Shelley. Nice plug. Atta girl.
Who has found
Atta girl.
Teen Wolf on Netflix? Yeah. Is that your first time watching it? Is that it's on Netflix now? Yeah. Sometimes, some people it is.
There are some OGs.
Yeah,
we've
there
been
are
meeting.
definitely OGs. And
Who watched it? Who watched it from the beginning?
Yes. You're all really old.
Who is new in the last year? Okay.
You guys should fight each other.
Who's the biggest fan?
Who watched it because someone in their family watched it? Okay.
Who watched it because you felt related to the characters on the show?
Who wants to hear an answer to the fucking question?
I don't.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Seth.
Why do people feel? What was the question?
Why are they so
people feel
connected to the
Why are they
show?
so
This
connected?
is why. This is why they watched it.
Because we're outcasts. We're all outcasts.
Yeah.
That's how we feel.
We're all
and
weirdos.
We're outcasts, and we relate to that.
Yeah. The chemistry that you saw on screen was genuine and real. We really love each other so much, respect one another, look up to one another as artists, as people, as friends, and it's palpable on screen, you know. And I think aside from the content, aside from how relatable the situations were, I think that our love for one another and our relationships just spoke through the screen, and it was easy to see how fun we were and are. And it really was. It was the best time filming that show and being there every single day. It didn't feel like work. And I respect every single person here immensely, and I think it just shows. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it.
Fuck it. I love it. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Sorry if there's kids here, but sorry. Yeah, exactly. So you're here for a reason.
Who watched the movie?
Woo!
Did you like when Argent said the word fuck.
And Malia.
Sorry, and Malia. Yeah.
Who wants a second movie?
I remember the director, Russell, came up to me and he goes, you can't curse on the show. And I'm like, Russell, it's in the script.
He actually said
we were
that?
saying yes.
Really?
He was like mortified. I was like, no, it's...
New times. All right, sorry.
Great times. I like that. So the one thing you, amongst the many things you all said so beautifully, but just to bring it together, that's why family is so important, right? Especially when you're bringing a show of this magnitude to life, and as long as it did, you know, perfect casting. That's why casting exists, right? But the one thing I want to say before I go to my next question is, I feel like a potato compared to all these beautiful souls here. So you guys are all great looking, so I just want to say that.
I love potatoes.
Oh, there you go.
Are you fishing for compliments, Daniel? Because I have
For
none
you
for you.
guys.
Yeah, I have none for you. Next fucking question.
Thank you. Okay, so Teen Wolf tackled themes of acceptance, belonging, self-discovery, and overcoming adversity. Have you ever had a fan share a story with you that made you realize just how much that show impacted their life on a personal level?
I would say that's the coolest part of the Comic-Cons is whether it's this show or anything else that any of us up here have done, it's hearing a personal story from you guys. I think one of the coolest things about what we do is knowing that in a moment where someone was maybe going through something, they felt a little less alone or a little less like it must only be me. Those are the coolest things. And I think the shows that we do, these are the moments that really allow us to actually have that interaction with people. So it's a very, very rewarding part of what we do to hear those stories and hear how they relate. So yeah, it's very, very cool.
I don't think I've ever told this story out loud, but I had an experience that affected me deeply and actually shaped my entire perspective on this career. It was in Paris, I think one of the very first Teen Wolf conventions I ever attended. I had this girl come up to me, she's probably 16 years old. She's with her friend, broken English, and starts breaking down. And like right away you could tell the energy was not giddiness and excitement, it was real. A friend helps, consoles her, she gets it together, and not to take it like to a super deep place, but it's real shit. She rolled up both of her sleeves, and there were scars on the top and the bottom from her wrist all the way up to her elbow. And she shared with me that before she discovered the show, that she didn't know if she was gonna make it to the next day or not. And she thanked me for saving her life, which, you know, at the time, it's like I didn't even know how do you process something like that. And that's kind of when it hit me, is like the effect that something like this body of work can have on individuals. Most people are consuming this. If you think about it, right, you connect with your favorite TV show or whatever medium it is, when you're alone, when you're in solitude, and sometimes it's strictly for entertainment, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like a cathartic experience. It really heals you, it's there for you. And it made me think back to like when we were on set, you know, goofing around, having the time of our lives. It's like that didn't really enter my consciousness at that part of my life, being that age, at that stage of my career. And it just shaped me. It helped me really understand, like, this is far more important than most people write it off to be. Sometimes it's this silliness of like, oh, you know, you're just fucking off playing pretend. But it can have that sort of effect, and it can mean that much to certain people. So I'm very grateful to have that experience and to be a part of like a show that provides that for anyone who needs it.
And just to jump on that for a quick second, Cody, you know, while you guys are putting your blood, sweat, and tears and times, like 16, 24, God knows how many hours on sets, right, to bring this to life, you know, I want you to give it up for yourselves as well for being part of their journeys as much as they are part of yours. So seriously, give it up for yourselves as well.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, not like, yes, we love what we do. We're artists. We're very passionate about what we do. But it wouldn't mean anything if nobody watched it, you know? And we owe it all to every single person here. And that's why we love coming to do these. That's why we love meeting all of you and shaking your hands and squeezing you and what was that?
When they
shaking
ask,
you,
when they
you know, until you pass out. And we really love you guys, and we want you to know how grateful we are, because we know that we would just be actors doing nothing without you. So we love you. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Yeah. So I think what he's saying is we all up here are going to come to all your houses for dinner.
Yeah, thank you.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, some of us are vegan.
Just about to say vegan.
Yeah. Shelley loves macaroni and cheese. Yeah, Shelley loves potatoes.
Shelley's only ketchup.
Yeah.
Lots of ketchup.
Yeah. Hoechlin will eat a moose. Yeah, if you have whole moose for Hoechlin, please.
I love it.
What's the matter? You know?
I really wish that this panel was an hour long. Don't you guys? All right, so before I turn it over to Lillian and then to you guys, years later, people are still discovering Teen Wolf for the first time, thanks to social media and you all being at cons. So thank you guys. If a new fan were about to start the series tonight, what do you hope they take away from the journey?
How young and hot we are.
Yep.
She's not joking.
I think it's a journey of acceptance. I think it's a journey of discovering yourself and realizing it's okay to be weird, whatever that weird looks like. We're all a bunch of goofballs up here. We kind of, other than Colten. Colten's not a goofball
Very
at all.
serious
Very
person.
serious all the time. But no, I think all of us, we've come from such different places, but the family we kind of created on that show, like Posey said earlier, I think it kind of speaks for itself and what you see there. So just finding your people, I think it's the most important thing.
Well, thank you guys so much for that. And Lillian?
So what is it like for you guys having made these connections on set and being able to continue out and hold these connections with things like these conventions?
It's like we grew up on this show, so it's like going home when you've like graduated college. And so, you have like the certain foods you'll eat together and like sibling type relationships. So it's like, even though it's part of your past, your parents are always going to be your parents, JR is always going to be our parent. No. Daddy. Daddy Ian Bowen.
Daddy.
Where's Daddy? He's not here. So, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, we're just like, Colten will always be my unfavorite twin.
I know.
Yeah.
You guys, we haven't changed a bit. Like, Holland came to hang out with me last week.
I did. He moved away from me,
I
which
did.
is really unfortunate.
And Holland's cried every day since I moved away. But we're together now, so I'm very
Shut up,
grateful.
Colton.
She hates me.
Thank you guys so much for that. And then now we're going to turn it over to... Seriously, you guys are a family. I love this. Give it up for the cast of Teen Wolf. This is amazing. All right, guys. If you guys have any questions, please make sure you guys can line up right over there. And say your name and try to keep it very concise as possible. Thank you so much.
Test 1, 2. Can y'all hear me up there?
Yeah.
All good? Cool.
And then also, when you give your questions, make sure you aim it at a specific person as well, please. Thank you. Yes.
Well, hello. My name is Jordan. It's lovely to meet you all. Thank you for doing this. My question was going to be to all of you, so I guess whoever jumps in first could be the person to answer. But
That's a good way to do it.
Thank you. What is your favorite line from your character or your favorite line from the show?
I fell in a hole. You remember that one? I fell in a hole. It's not my line. It's Sprayberry's. I fell in a hole. It's super cute. It's the way he says it. Yeah. He's like excited about it.
Fell in a hole.
It's really cute. Also, I'm the hot girl is a good one too. Yeah. I said that was yeah. Was that line written for you? Yeah. I'm the hot girl?
I'm a hot girl. I thought it was written for Chris. This isn't a line. But honestly, one of my most enjoyable moments was blowing.
What?
Yeah.
Was what?
Hang on, I'm getting there.
Finish the sentence
You can't
faster.
pause there.
No, this
Finish the
scene never
sentence
made it
faster.
into the show, but
Faster.
was blowing Derek's light.
blowing
Guys.
out. Say blowing out, and then continue the sentence.
That's what I'm gonna
Blowing
say.
out.
Yeah. One of my, it wasn't a line, was when I was blowing Derek's lighter out. I'm not going to say it the way he wants me to. Remember when he was going to burn me season 3, Void Derek? And he was going to light me on fire, and right as the flame came, I went and blew it out? That was just so much fun.
That was fun. That was fun. Now that you've finished what it was, that was fun.
You
Yes.
guys knew what I was talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
When I blew out his...
What was the line?
There was no line.
There was no line.
I
Okay.
prefaced that in the very beginning. It just was like, you know...
Thank you.
Mine might have been this no fit.
Miguel, this no fit.
Mine was deer.
What the hell is a Styles, of course.
Be your own anchor.
Nice. Beer and
Somebody reminded me today that Allison said to Scott, "Imagine me naked," and I forgot.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
It's a good. Damn. Yeah.
Tyler, you stole mine. I love the I fell in a hole, and it's the way he delivers it. It's pure gold. His face, and if you know Sprayberry, he wasn't acting when he said that line. It's so good.
Where are you getting your juice?
My mom does all the grocery shopping.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good.
Hi everyone. My question is going to be for the roles of Alison and Mr. Argent. As a French person, I love the French roots of the Argent family and the backstory with La Bête du Gévaudan. And I wanted to know, did you have to learn a little bit about French and French culture for season 5 specifically?
I don't know any French, and I had to have cue cards, and it was. Stop laughing. It was so embarrassing for me, and I'm sorry, but I tried I don't think my accent was very good, but I tried my hardest.
I understood almost everything you said.
Almost.
Moi aussi. No, we didn't. It's not that we unpacked the French culture necessarily, but it was, besides the cue cards, I'm laughing just because it's such an amazing sort of evolution for their family and for them. But that it came from you, that it was tied to our history, to our ancestors, to, what was in the story. It just was all, Jeff just kind of like a puzzle, you know what I mean? It all fit for us. We knew what was happening, what was being said. And it was, it was beautifully executed, whether she read it off cue cards or not. It was great. Yeah.
Okay. Merci.
Merci.
Thank you.
Ty, this is one of our
Long time
most
no
favorite
see.
fans ever. Everyone say hi to Ty.
Hi. Long time no see, y'all. So, I met most of you from Comic-Con from 2014 to 2017. It was like, especially in a small room, to Bourne 20, to Holland Age, free Wi-Fi at the NTV Teen Wolf. And I want to say thank you all for being here as well. And I have a question for the cast. Anyone can go first with few words. What is the most memorable you'll never forget about being in Teen Wolf with the character? If that makes sense.
For me,
Oh yeah, go.
For me, I had to be naked a lot in front of all these guys, and I didn't really know them that well first. And I won't forget that. I was naked in the woods. You're like right there. It was a vulnerable experience, but everyone was respectful. So I won't forget being naked a lot.
Wait, oddly enough, I too had to be naked a lot. That was very interesting. Yeah. I think like quite literally the first episode that I shot, I had to do a transformation from like a wolf. And I was in the middle of the woods in Malibu at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's how they induct us on the show, because that's
Yeah,
exactly.
it's a hazing ritual.
Jesus.
I don't know. I thought for me, there's a moment, I think in season 5, where Styles and Scott are older and they're driving away in the Jeep. Remember that?
Yes.
And it was a big moment because like we didn't have any microphones in the Jeep, and so Dylan and I were he was driving and it was just me and him, and we were the only ones in the Jeep, and we had this moment of like flashing back to when we were first in the Jeep on the first episode, and all of the shit and fans and deaths and years of just work we've done on the show, and we just kind of sat there with each other and like really took it in. And that I think was a really special moment. You know, it was awesome. And then also the first season where we all lived like in the same apartment with each other was the fucking coolest. It was so much fun. Yeah.
I liked the the white room scene with the Nematon, and they all had bathtubs, and I really wanted to have a bathtub, but I didn't get a bathtub, and it was then I became obsessed with water acting. And I knew that.
What is water acting?
I knew Declan would make me laugh.
What's
But
water acting?
just getting to act in water.
Water acting.
And I've done 2 water movies since because I remember those bathtubs. I remember being so excited. Remember I asked you, I was like, what was the water like? And I was so excited. And I was like, warm, cold. Like, yeah, you know, it was fine. It was warm. But yeah, I thought that was the coolest scene, to be able to act in water.
It was cool.
It's hard. It's the hardest thing to do. Why do you like it?
It's so fun.
Oh.
Oh my God,
It's
I love
hard.
it. I love water acting.
I agree with you, Tyler. I think this first season living situation and getting to know each other was probably my favorite memory. Yeah. And then also the season 1 finale in Conyers, was it where we were all shooting outside? Yeah. Was very, very, very difficult. And we shot, I think, right up until the sun came up. And I remember feeling like I really stretched all of my acting muscles that day and like sleeping like a baby, but waking up the next day feeling really accomplished. And it was the first time I ever felt that, so it was good.
That's so cool. There is literally something for everybody up here that is like a favorite moment. Posey, 100%. That just stands out as a character. Like when he asked after Allison died, how are you doing this? And Chris said, this is just what we do. But like the shock when he asked it for that character to, you know, do you remember at the gate? The first time she fell off the bus in season 1, stepped off the bus knowing, and sort of fell into her father's arms. That moved me, JR as well, playing the father. You know, it truly everybody, every sort of scene, but that kind of stood out. That's it. Daniel said I can't talk much, so that's it.
I do want to say one thing. It's not a character thing, but just a personal thing. Just because I did a show during COVID, and so we didn't get to do this. I remember most having breakfast at 9 p.m. with you guys and having lunch at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. or whatever it is. All the nights that we did our night shoots and saw the sunrise as we were driving home. That was so cool. I think everyone ate together every meal. Like we always sat around the tables. And like that's just such a special thing to have. You know, no one's kind of off doing their own thing. It was such a family. It was very, very cool.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much, and great question, by the way.
Thank you,
Thank you, and congrats on the on 2014.
Love you, dude.
Love you.
So we have time for just one more question. And if you guys have any other questions, seriously, please visit them at their booths as well.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is a question directed towards like the female actors. Obviously, your guys' characters went through so much, and my question is, to you as an actor, what was the most like physically or emotionally challenging like episode or scene to film? And like as an actor, like how do you get yourself like really like in the zone?
I think the fight scene in Derek's loft, where for some reason it was flooded.
It's for the females.
It was raining.
This is a question for the female actors.
What?
I mean, hey, you can answer too. You can answer. No shame. No shame.
I didn't even hear the female
I'll jump right in and we'll pretend that didn't happen. For me, it was when Malia, how do I say it? She's chained up because she's afraid she's going to hurt somebody. And I did not prep for this because I had no idea how physically exhausting it would be having to pull like on chain, like I'm literally chained up and I'm trying to escape and I'm transitioning into a were-coyote and I like almost threw up. I was so physically exhausted. So you can't really prepare for everything.
Thanks for your question. So when we started Teen Wolf, the industry was a lot different when it comes to how women are treated on set. So I remember feeling like I couldn't I didn't have a lot of creative say, or at least I didn't feel respected a lot when we very first started. And also I was young, and MTV really wasn't doing scripted shows. So I guess the most challenging thing for me at the beginning was really feeling confident enough to say no, or to say I feel differently, or to say I think she would do this or that. And that changed a lot as the show went on because the industry changed. And certainly after we got to the film, it was much different. But that was the hardest thing, I think, for me as a woman.
I love that.
I think the biggest new thing for me on Teen Wolf, because I had only been acting like a year and a half at that point, was that I had a lot of scenes by myself. And so that was new, where it kind of continued from most of Lydia's stuff, was like everything was by myself. So just, green screen / imagination. Running in my heels, very difficult. No, I would say probably the hardest scene from your question would be Allison's death, maybe. But that was like a logistical situation where the director, Dylan and I both heard, I believe, like we both were like, okay, to go to like another set by ourselves. And like, I guess the director might get set up with the operator, with Todd, our operator, but we heard like, just do it. So we were like, okay. And so we I don't know how we rolled, but there's enough of a skeleton crew that we just rolled it and shot our own scene for your death. And then he was not happy when he came over. He's like, no, I didn't say to roll. And we did. And then they ended up using it. And we tried to recreate it, but it didn't have the same vibe. So we used that scene. And I think that was I've never had a non-directed scene before. So we were all sort of sure. And so it felt very raw and sort of just run and gun, so to speak. So that was kind of interesting.
Thank you so much for such a thoughtful answer. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She was talking to you, Hoechlin.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right, before we
Hoechlin,
end,
what's your female answer?
I do want to hear what you had to say. We all want to hear.
No, we don't. No, you don't. You really don't. No, not at all.
All right, so before we end, I want to say thank you guys so much for coming out, spending time with us for sure, and more importantly as well, thank you guys for being here, and being here for everyone as well, and everything you guys ever done throughout your careers and everything. So thank you all, thank you guys, and again, give it up for the cast of Teen Wolf.
Thank you guys.
Love you. Love all of you so much. Love you all so much. Love you, buddy.